Welcome back, guys, to Trails in the Skies. After reaching the bottom of the Ordeal, we found Colonel Richard ready to enact his plan. Though Joshua questioned how he obtained the knowledge of this place, the Colonel stood to defend his actions for his country as the inevitable battle began. However, on his defeat, it seemed the troubles weren't over, as with the orbital shutdown phenomena triggered, a seal was unlocked, releasing the Ring Guardian, Reverie, and starting a grueling fight for our heroes. Having emerged victorious once again, what will happen next as our first chapter wraps itself up?
Did we beat it? Yeah, or at least none of the parts are moving anymore. The Ring Guardian. Seems like his goal was to destroy this facility, to destroy the seat of the Ordeal. When the Ordeal was sealed, it was sealed along with it, disabled, but set to be reactivated if anyone tried to take the artifact. Maybe the ancients were in dispute over the Ordeal themselves. But where is it then? Oh, no! What? How is it still able to move? This is unreal. Joshua! Estelle! Yes, help me! Huh? Not a chance. Colonel? I'll deal with this. Get out of here, now. But... You barely survived fighting this thing the last time. I'm still ready for combat. I can buy you some time at least. That's what we should have done. Just jumped at its crotch. Oh, good attack. Wow. He really did learn his techniques from Dad. What are you doing? Go! Now! Ah! Colonel! What should we do? Shut up and go! My fate was sealed when I lost my fight with you. No! Don't worry about it. My plan may have ended in failure, but if I can help you, perhaps there'll be repentance enough. Such a pity. If you think of this as a hopeless battle, then that's exactly what it will be. Have you forgotten everything I taught you? Ah! Ah! It can't be! Now, finish him off! What, am I going in to fight again? Ah, everyone's got CP. It's got 5,000 HP. I think I see the point here.
Now, light of the heavens, feel these battered wings. Radiant flash!
Cassius just disarmed it in one strike. Well, Joshua's up ready to go. This is where it crashes. Not enough! Stronger! Stronger! I still think Black Fang does more than 7, doesn't it?
You're finished.
No! We're not going to kill it in one go! Estelle! 2,000 damage! Do it! If I had 4 offensive specials, this would be no problem. Yeah! That's a cool way to end it. In pieces. We won! Thank you for your help, everyone. Estelle, Joshua, I'm home. It's been quite a while. Dad! This isn't even home! Bad joke! You've still got a long way to go, but I can see that your training has paid off. I suppose I'll give you a passing grade this time. Enough! Don't give me that! What are you even doing here? What indeed? Perhaps I just wanted to see the ending. What do you mean by ending? I see you're just as cheerful as ever, Dad. Huh. Well, you look like you've gotten taller. Has looking after Estelle been as difficult as I think it has? What's that supposed to mean? Depends on the day, really. But to be fair, she looks out for me too. It balances out. Good, good. Sounds like it's been a worthwhile journey. It's been quite a long time, Mr. Cassius. Yes, Your Highness. Roughly 6 months, I believe. I'd heard of your imprisonment, but I'm glad to see you well. Well, you can thank Estelle and company for coming to my rescue. By the way, Estelle and Joshua were in this year's play at the Royal Academy. I wish you could have been there to see it. Oh, really? I do wish I could have been there for that. Hello, sir. I extend to you a belated welcome home. We've been very anxiously awaiting your arrival. Forgive me, Zin. I'm so sorry to have called you all the way from the Republic. I just had a feeling something big was going to happen and wanted to make sure Le Bill was ready for it. It was no trouble, sir. After all, now we're even, right? And thanks to your request, I got to meet your kids and see just how skilled they really are. All in all, I had fun. I'm really to hear you say that. This really isn't the time for chit-chat. I swear, you just pop out of nowhere at just the right time to make the most dramatic entrance you can. Ah, well, it seems like everything's back to normal. Professor, there you are. You're a bit late to the party though, I'm afraid. Well, after you went on ahead, we were surrounded by a horde of those mechanized monsters. We managed to keep them at bay somehow or another though, and here we are. In any case, it seems like all affairs have been set in order. Yes, much remains to be done, but this at least has been resolved. But isn't the Intelligence Division's battalion getting close to the castle by now? No doubt, along with patrol ships. Dad, do you check out the situation on the surface before coming down here? Yes, you've no need to worry about that. General Morgan said that he has the situation under control, and with Sid's help, this craziness will be quelled in no time. What? I see. So you took care of them on your way here then? So, you're awake. We placed General Morgan under strict observation. Sid couldn't risk defying us because we held his family hostage, yet you freed both from our grasp. I suppose I did. However, Richard, that's about all I've done. Even had I not returned, they would have been able to handle it themselves. No, you're wrong. You're a hero. You left the military, left all of us. What were we supposed to do? I didn't think we could survive another invasion. So I had to find something else we could rely on. If you'd stayed in the service, it never would have come to this. Ugh. Stop being such a child, Richard. You're the one who made the mistake of never letting go of the delusions you had about me. For all your schemes, why could you never stand on your own 2 feet? I thought it'd be okay to retire. I thought I could comfortably leave the army in your care. Colonel, I'm not an icon to be hailed. A decade ago, you and General Morgan helped me and we were victorious. But I'm no more than a man who's run away from reality about protecting the things that are important to him. Dad, but I have no intention of running anymore. That's why I expect the same from you, Richard. I want you to think about this whole mess. Think about what you did wrong and how you can atone for it. You have plenty of time, believe me. And so the Intelligence Division's planned coup d'etat was thwarted. General Morgan and Major Sid organised the military authorities to keep the chaos to a minimum, and the conspirators in the Intelligence Division were arrested one by one. 1 week later. It's the 60th anniversary of the Queen's birth! And she actually controls the kingdom again. Ace. Thank you for the cheers, by the way. And the subs that come in that I couldn't say because boss fights. What, you're not there to see the speech? I guess it's after. Estelle and Joshua Bright, in honour of your recent work, the Grancel branch of the Bracer Guild has prepared you a letter of recommendation. Take it with our blessing. Yes, sir. And so we received the payment for the ordeal. Another job done, no payment in mirror, because why would I need it, I guess? Current rank is Junior Bracer First Class. And a recommendation. With this, you now have 5 such letters, I believe. Sir Cassius, if you would do the honours, I will. Estelle and Joshua Bright. In accordance with the rules of the guild, this will qualify you both to become full-fledged bracers. Present your letters of recommendation. Yes, sir. By all means, please verify their authenticity. Handed over the letters of recommendation. The Ruan, Zeiss, and Grancel branches. I've now confirmed the authenticity of all 5 signatures. The final rank, Junior Bracer, rank 1. I never thought you'd come so far. Honestly, it's a little frightening. In Adios' name and by the seal of the Bracer Guild, both of you are promoted to full-fledged bracers. Take your emblems, you two. Yes, sir! Receive the Bracer emblem. Congratulations, guys! Hey, those emblems are good on you. I have to admit, you two did good. But just this once. Thanks, everyone. We never would have reached this point without everyone's help. Your true careers as bracers start now. Bear that in mind. I understand. We'll be even more dedicated. Now, I hate to break up such a happy occasion, but I'm afraid I do have some unfortunate news that I must tell all of you. What's that? Today marks the final day of Cassius Bright's membership with the Bracer Guild. He is going to be returning to active duty within the Royal Army. What? Really? Since I've been away for so long, I feel bad bringing this up so suddenly. But the chaos that has resulted from the attempted coup must be quelled. The military needs major reorganization to deal with the damage that the intelligence division caused. I plan to help out with that. Oh, I get it. Since bracers can't be soldiers. Hey, did you higher ranks already know about this? Yes, you already discussed it with us. It is discouraging, but we can never truly become independent if we always lean on those more experienced. And hey, think of it as less competition. Now that Cassius is out, maybe you can take the top spot. Eventually. I suppose that's true. This means that we're going to be really busy though. Well, you do have 2 new full-fledged bracers on hand now. You can work them like dogs instead of me. Dad? I guess our lives are about to get pretty hectic, eh? Jeez, Dad. Can't you at least stay with us until the end of the birthday celebration? I'm sorry, but there's a war council starting immediately. Colonel Richard may be in custody, but there are plenty of his special ops cohorts still at large. Captain Malfia is also hiding somewhere in the underground ruins. And if they'd let her go! Why? They had her unconscious! And if that weren't enough, it looks like those sky bandits ran off in all the confusion. We have to stay on guard so they don't cause any trouble during the festival. Ah, those guys are just a constant pain in the ass. Either way, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. The increased security is just for peace of mind. The real issue is we really don't know the significance of what happened underground. We can only guess what effect breaking that seal will have, and what the purpose of that aureole is. That's a puzzle that absolutely must be solved. Yeah, I guess you're right. It doesn't sound like Colonel Richard's memory can be trusted. Yes, just like Kurt, he seems to have some missing memories. Even so, the search team was able to confirm one thing. We now know where the black orb had come from. Really? You know who made it? Not quite, but we do know who's responsible for introducing it to the intelligence division. Commander of the Special Ops, 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence Belgar. Him! He gave it to Richard shortly after he was recruited for the intelligence division, and coincidentally, that would be just about the same time Richard planned his coup. We need to find out everything about Lawrence that we can. He always did seem strange. I guess we were lucky that we actually got a good look at his face, huh? If you want, I could try drawing you a picture of him. That would be appreciated. I have to admit, though, that I don't have the utmost faith in your artistic skills. Maybe I should ask Scheherazade or Her Majesty. That's not nice. Estelle, you actually saw Lawrence's face? What? I didn't tell you. He took his helmet off when we fought him on, when we fought him on the terrace in the Royal Keep. He looked around 20, maybe older, with ash blonde hair. He had some seriously creepy eyes too, let me tell you. Oh, they were so cold, but it was like they were on fire at the same time. He told the Queen, "You are hardly qualified to feel pity for me." Hardly qualified? Joshua? Your eyes are looking a little creepy now too, Joshua. Something on your mind? How about you let us handle the cleanup here and go have fun at the festival? Okay, you're right. Awesome, let's go live it up! Alright, are we going to be sleeping at the castle tonight? Yes, Her Majesty was kind enough to let me use 2 of the guest rooms in the eastern wing. Joshua and I will be on the right, you and Shera on the left. Me and Shera? Together? You don't like that setup? Okay, how about me and you in one room, Joshua and Shera in the other? Just imagine, all that time for you to fawn over me and wait on me and tell me how much you missed me. I'll bunk with Shera. I suspected as much. Alright, then I'll see you kids tonight. You know, it wouldn't be a big deal for you to share a room with him. I mean, it has been a long time since you last saw him. Didn't you have a lot of stuff about your mum that you wanted to talk to him about? Yeah, but I don't much like the idea of you and sharing the same room either. Huh? Nothing. Let's go and look around. The town's decked out with some pretty cool festival exclusive shops, you know. Well, we certainly can't let those pass us by now, can we? And if we get tired, there's a rest area in the east block. Behind the stores, right? We should make that our last stop then. So we get to go around and explore still? Do you know what? I'm saving just in case anything bad happens. Good. I like that final boss setup where it just gives you all like the specials and all that. All good. Right, where do we want to go? So our bedrooms are up there, but our last stop is over by the area out back of the big market where the books are. Will there be a paper? Libelle News maybe? So Match's illness was all some kind of lie? Dubious though it may be, I'm just thankful to hear she's alright. I was quite worried about her. To be honest, the people I want to speak to are the people of my party, so where are they? I was going to propose to my girlfriend out in front of the castle gates, when suddenly the gates opened up and a bunch of royal guardsmen and bracers flew past us. I thought they'd come to stop me from proposing or something. Yeah, silly, I know. I lost my nerve though and still haven't said anything to her. I can't believe something like that happened while I was standing right there. But I mustn't let myself get so easily bothered. The climax of our trip is just around the corner. Yours and mine. Wow, town is looking good and wild and crazy. Good point. I withdraw with my observation. Still, you don't see too many students in their uniforms away from the school. What good point? Yeah, it was right at that corner. I saw a girl who looked just like Princess Claudia. I wonder if it really was her. It was. Oh, come now. The princess was only just standing on the castle terrace. How could she have changed clothes and gotten all the way here in such a short time? So Chloe's out and about. Do you think she'll be in the Bracer Guild? That was where she was meant to meet us anyway, wasn't it? Which the Bracers Guild is where again? Oh, this is the hotel district currently. Are we really staying here? It's quite an impressive building. This is our daughter's present to us for our anniversary. A trip to the royal capital. And during the birthday celebration, no less. Best present ever. I've always wanted to visit the capital at least once before I bite the big one. Thinking about death? Aw, this is why I hate going places with you, Daddy. What's Daddy doing? Here we go. Say fuzzy pickles. We don't have to stay here. A picture and a trip to the toilet is memory enough. Free too. And budget cuts, Dad. Roll call, everyone. You're not even going to the arena. Right, where are we going? South block? I forgot which way the map is now. So West block's over there. We're in North block. Okay. I want to go to the Bracers Guild. Is Chloe somewhere around here or not? Well, I think I want to check out Neil and stuff, to be honest. Wouldn't surprise me to find the mayor. Lady Mayor at General Morgan's house. All considering. Think Julia will be here? Maybe I'll go say some prayers today. I think I'm going to have fun here. Long live the Queen! And explore the Epilogue as well. Yeah, Julia! So, Joshua, how goes it? Hey Julia, fancy meeting you here. The Archbishop was very kind to me when I took asylum here. I wanted to thank him and keep him up to date on the current situation as well. Okay, that makes sense. And I wanted to thank the both of you too. You're the reason we were able to save Her Majesty and the Princess. If you hadn't been there, well, at any rate, you have our sincerest gratitude. Don't thank us, it was a group effort. Give a little, get a little, you know. Besides, we wanted to rescue Her Majesty just as much as you did. So it's win-win. Her Majesty's safe and everybody's happy. I suppose that's true. But thank you nonetheless. Alright, well that's one person met out of God knows how many we possibly could meet in town at this point in time. I guess Turbo Mode will help us out a little bit here. No Neil, no anyone like that. Anyone in the coffee bar that we know? Hey, Tina! Estelle, Joshua! Wow, Tina, you look happy. Grandpa promised me we could have ice cream. Oh, ice cream. Ice cream is good. You bet it is. I asked Agate to come too, but he said he didn't want to. Agate eating ice cream. I'd pay good money to see that. I bet he'd like it if he tried it, though. Agate, you're such a fussy. Grandpa promised he'd have ice cream with me. That's how oh yeah, he's saying it again. Hey, Professor Vessel. Ah, dear me. I'm much too old to be living on the lam. Were you okay being left on your own with Agate? Absolutely fine. He was very courteous and mindful of my needs. He even made sure to plan our daily routes so as not to wear me down too much. I haven't had any complaints about Agate at all. Oh. He's no Cassius, of course, but I'm still grateful to him. Who does that make the best Levril bracer now? I'm guessing it would make Agate the best, wouldn't it? Ranking-wise? Does he rank higher than Sherazade? And, of course, Zin isn't. I was shocked when I heard Colonel Richard had tried to stage a coup d'etat. I'm just glad it was stopped before it actually got started. And that's all thanks to the Royal Guard and the Bracers. And it makes sense for him to go back to the military at this point. Hey, it's Estelle and Joshua. You know, Neil was telling me something interesting. He said this story's going to win us the Pulitzer Prize. The Pulitzer Prize, eh? The what now? Don't you mean the Shh! You want to get sued? They are. The Pulitzer is an annual award presented to the very best examples of journalism, literature, and music. There's no higher honor for any reporter. Oh, well, good for you then, I guess. It's actually all thanks to you two. You're my whole story. Indeed. Pulitzer Prize. Can't say it, get sued. Joshua, Estelle, great job. Our special coup edition has been flying off the stands. There's a ton of buzz right now about your little stunt. So I couldn't get you guys some fame from it. The guild made me withhold your names. Biggest scoop of my career, you guys. You did real good. No problem, Neil. When you need news, we'll make it for you, even though that makes us sound kind of more like criminals than anything else, to be fair. Same will get sued. It'll be fine. I do wonder if there's like any bracers in here trying to work up or tune up their ordnance. No. More jobs for everyone else, but 2 more bracers for training for one. Was this Cassius's plan all along? He was always going to go back into the military. He just wanted to make sure there were 2 right names to take his place. Feels like it a little bit to me. Right, let's go to the Bracer Guild. I've got to find at least someone there, you know? Well, if it's Estelle and Joshua, we don't have any new assignments today. You two may feel free to go out and enjoy your day. Date? Who's on a date? We are so not dating yet. Yet? At all! I meant at all! The Royal Army will be out in force during the festivities, but the other bracers should be around as well. Check the bars, shops, and inns. You should have found them. I did check the shops, didn't find any of them. Bars? I'm betting I will find them. Literally, they're all out. No one doing brace work today, though. No requests? No jobs for me to do either? What's a bracer to do? Anyone in the Fisherman's Guild? Hey-o! The best fishing gear is that which represents engineering efficiency and elegance. The sort of gear I'd want to own even if I never fish at all, just for sheer beauty. Anyone upstairs we know? No? Well, let's go to the bar then. We'll at least find Zin, Olivier, right? No, Agate! Agate's in! Where's Olivier? I guess he's still... What? Martial arts tournament. Could be a good opportunity to hone my skills. And if Zin the Immovable made an appearance there, why don't you try to get in next year, Agate? Maybe. It might be nice, but it's become such a circus, and I don't like doing tricks for a crowd. Well, whatever floats your boat. Hey, you two. Zin. So what's your next move? Back to the Republic? I'm in no rush. There doesn't seem to be any crisis in the Republic so bad that I absolutely have to be there for it. Besides, this country is full of fine opponents from your Bracer Guild. As long as I'm here, it would be a waste to leave without testing my mettle a little bit more. Fine opponents? Who do you have in mind? For starters, you've got Agate, the so-called Heavy Blade, not to mention your Silver Streak Sherazard. And who could forget? The champions of this year's martial arts competition, perhaps the strongest of them all. Oh, Zin, that's so sweet. But I don't think it means I'll go any easier on you. And don't you hold back on us. It's on, man. She doesn't speak for both of us. Feel free to hold back if you'd like. In fact, I might even prefer it. Let's speak to these guys up here. It's Kurt. You did a remarkable job. Based on your performance, I say you two are already fine full-fledged bracers. But don't forget, these are only the first steps in your career. Thank you, sir. So Kurt, are you feeling any better? I'm fine. Just fine. I remember just about everything, except the identity of the bastard who erased my memories. That's the only missing piece. Welcome back, brave heroes. Gran, you guys were amazing. Better than any other junior bracers I've met, that's for damn sure. And yay us! We couldn't have done it without everyone's help, though. I mean, my dad ended up saving my button there, so I'm not exactly solo heroine material. You guys are something else. Guess this makes us partners. Here's to us. Indeed it does. So if Olivier isn't at this bar, and we haven't found Chloe yet, we do know a location of another bar. Who have I not found at the moment? Chloe. Can I go in? I can. Chloe, Olivier. Isn't that it? Oh god, who am I missing? Found Zin, Agate, Tida. Scheherazade. Yes, Scheherazade. But I'm expecting to find Scheherazade actually with Olivier as well. That's why I was expecting to find them. I was expecting to find them all in the bar. Because Scheherazade's probably just... She's probably called in thingy from hometown, Roland. That's what I'm expecting. One. Only one. Only Olivier. Not Shera. Olivier. Estelle. Joshua. I heard from Cassius you become full-class bracers. Well done, well done. Congratulations, my dear little pussycats. Could you just... we'll just go with thanks. Olivier, what brings you here? I heard you were invited tonight to celebrate a Hori banquet, but, well, I didn't think you'd be here already. Yeah, seriously. What's a guy who loves parties doing drinking alone in a quiet place like this? Better be careful or some people might start thinking you're an imposter. The news of you two becoming full-fledged bracers filled my heart almost to bursting. So much so that I saw no recourse but to hold an impromptu concert in front of the Grand Arena. Ah, if only you had witnessed the unbridled excitement I inspired in my legion of fans. Right. Makes me think of the performance at Hacken Gate. Indeed, and such a public explosion of passion left me drained, so I wandered here for a quiet place to drink and brood. Ah, me in restless dreams walking alone, sharing the drink they call loneliness. Before you sits the beauty and the beast that is man. I can't make those words fit together into anything resembling sense. Beauty and terror. Got a Richard with me every evening. We've talked for hours about anything and everything. Still can't believe you rebel against Her Majesty. Why are you not with Shera, though? I'm confused by that. Pups, forget about the worries on your mind. Come, dance to the beat of the rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of the night. Let the sounds of our feet and our laughter chase away those lurking twin trolls, forgotten past and unknown future. You got any more waxing poetic to do here, Olivier? Oh, nope. That's it. Right, so where's Chloe? She wouldn't still be out here, would she? No, no one's still out here. I could pretend to be the queen, though. I could even go into the queen's chambers. The princess has returned, so I'm presently cleaning her room. For a dirty room, you see, is not very welcoming. The princess is currently roaming the city incognito. She says that some school friends of hers are visiting, so she's in town. Okay. So I haven't found Shera. Maybe I could check Shera's the rooms that we're supposed to have. Queen Alicia isn't out here either. But then she might be in the throne room now, because that makes perfect sense. She's no longer locked in this, like, what's the convent? I don't know which would be Shera's room, though. The one that Estelle's supposed to be sharing with her. Could be these ones over here, after all. And would she be in the room? Why is this maid standing outside? Time to clean the rooms. It's been hectic preparing for so many guests tonight. Well, I don't look like I'm finding any with this, right? Over here, anyway. Turbo mood helps, though. It's like we've got no guests waiting. They're all just out in town. Really gotta stop going past the throne room, haven't I? Aha! The town square must be alive with activity right about now. I have some important matters to discuss at the moment. You two go and enjoy the festivities without me, if you would. Question. Shouldn't he get promoted at this point? If he joins the army, he should be given the rank of general, shouldn't he? To start off with, should be General Cassius. Apart from that, Lieutenant Schwartz should be promoted. Sid should be promoted. There should be a lot of promotions going around, because there's places to fill in ranks here. Well, hello. It's been a while. General Morgan. It has been a long time. Heard you save my granddaughter out of the Ouroboros village. The villa. Oh yeah, Rianne. We only did what was needed. It's the life of a bracer. Oh, stop the humbleness already. You're too young for that. In the end, you saved not just the villa, but Her Majesty, and indeed the kingdom itself. This time I'm going to thank you properly. General, you two did well. Very well. I gotta say, I've heard much more heartfelt thank yous in my time. But not from you, General, so, thanks for the thanks. It pains me to request you return to service after closing that chapter of your life, Cassius. But gentle though you be, I know you have an iron will, and I know you will do what you must. My sincerest apologies to you, but I ask if you could lend me your father's strength for a time. No problem, Queen. You probably need it. So, haven't found Shera. Haven't found Chloe. This is the government. It's the army barracks. Probably a prison right about now. I wonder if they got people guarding that door downstairs now as well. Is she in disguise? I'm sure I would notice her. The only place I haven't really checked out at this point is over that way, but that's getting a bit too near the rest area. I think I've checked inside every shop. So where are some people in the school uniform? Oh, this way leads outside. Why don't we explore some more of the city before we leave? Hey, you're right. There's plenty more to see. If you're tired, there's a rest area in the east block. That's the sound of that. I'm just worried that if I enter the east block, that will be it. But I think we checked out pretty much every shop and building and couldn't find Chloe, etc. I don't think I've walked past her. I just can't believe that Colonel Richard stays at Coop. It's inconceivable. Now I know exactly what that word means. He's just a victim of circumstance, that's all. Technically, it sounds like he may have been. So, well, let's go this way then. You know what? I don't think I ever entered this building. Like, ever. I'm not sure. Only if I go to the rest area. Yeah, but I'll probably just step on it by accident. That's my luck, you know? Do you want to go with that guy yet? Queen in prison, princess kidnapped. I don't care about the ends. That means Colonel Richard used... the means Colonel Richard used are disgusting. Well, that's nice thought. Where are you with your school friends, Chloe? Chloe! I'm getting too near the rest area again. Let's go in the department store. Maybe you're in here. Shara! One of you. Live on you special! Oh, we found some more braces. Hey, Shara, we finally found her. Well, hello there. What you doing, Shara? Shopping with colleagues. Been long overdue for a nice shopping trip after all. I don't get much of a chance these days. When I was little, I remember you used to take us shopping all the time. It was fun. That's right. When your dad was gone, the three of us used to go out all the time. You know, once we get back to Roland, let's say we do a little shopping together for old time's sake. I can buy you an outfit as a congratulatory gift. Really? I'd love to. It's a date then. We're going shopping. I usually don't shop in places like this. Trevor's on an Annalise wouldn't stop going on about it though, so I had to check it out. Annalise! Hey, why so serious? It's just, this is the first time I've had a chance to work with you like this. What, shopping? But you two really do a nice job of covering one another, if you know what I mean. Well, we're around each other all the time, so we've gotten pretty used to each other's styles, I guess. Hello, anybody home up there? Read between the lines, you doofus. Guess just got to come out and say it. Annalise leaned in close and whispered into Estelle's ear, covering one another if it means that. I think you two make a very cute couple. What? Don't be embarrassed, it's plain to see with the way you look at each other. I'm jealous. I mean, I'd kill for a cute boyfriend like him. Something's wrong, ladies. Something's wrong indeed. Bubba, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Let's read Libelle News Special then as we wrap ourselves up. The Intel's coup d'etat plot thwarted. Full report, rescue operation for Her Highness the Queen. No, 19 pages? Man, they really went all out on this one. Rescuing Her Majesty, the Queen. Yesterday at noon, a group comprised mostly of bracers and members of the Royal Guard stormed Grancel Castle. After rescuing Her Majesty, who had been placed in a house arrest by the Intelligence Division, said group suppressed the Special Operations Unit of that division, thereby liberating the Royal Castle's ID commanding officer, Colonel Richard, as well as other high-ranking officers involved, were placed under arrest and charged with attempting to incite a coup d'etat. In this issue, I intend to make a full account of the hidden truth behind this string of events. Message to the readers. I'm sure there are many out there who are dumbfounded by the headings printed in this issue. Until now, this magazine has withheld publishing information concerning major events which surround the occupation of the Royal Castle, placement of Her Majesty in a house arrest, and other such circumstances of pertinence in an endeavour to uncover the Intelligence Division's dark conspiracy. The Libelle News sincerely apologises for the abrupt coverage, and in addition asks that the readers understand our decision in this matter. Alan Richards' plan. God, he's being completely, dragged through it now. The young founder of the Intelligence Division, behind his humble facade, there lurked a calculating schemer enacting a carefully planned coup d'etat. Richard's plan all began through the utilization of the Intelligence Division as a personal recruitment tool to amass a group of senior military officials mired in corruption and illicit affairs. These actions allowed Richard to hold the heart of the Royal Army within the palm of his hand. For a time. At least. General Morgan and other such incorruptible figures of importance, on the other hand, were forcibly bound, imprisoned, or otherwise restrained from interfering. The terrorist incident has been resolved. In sum, the soldiers in blue uniforms were the perfect imitative deception with which to frame the Royal Guards. The goal of the incident itself was to secure certain test equipment and abduct Professor Russell, a leading specialist in Orban research, but the background surrounding this event is still under investigation by the Bracer Guild. The Royal Princess held hostage. After gaining control over a large majority of the army, Richard finally set his coup d'etat plan into motion, placing Her Majesty's nephew, Duke Dunan von Elstes, on the throne in her stead. Richard assumed control over the royal family from the shadows. His plan was to press Her Majesty to abdicate the throne by taking Her Highness Princess Claudia hostage, but the Royal Guard, led by First Lieutenant Schwartz, saw right through the machinations. Yeah, it wasn't me. A fierce battle ensued between the Special Operations Unit and the Royal Guard over Her Highness, the Princess. However, being outnumbered, the Royal Guard stand ended in defeat, and Princess Claudia was taken captive. Oh, this is beforehand. Yes. It was basically just her on her own, though. It wasn't so much a Royal Guard stand as it was Lieutenant Schwartz's stand. Following the incident, members of the Royal Guard were branded as terrorists and the unit was driven underground. With nothing standing in Richard's way, the success of his coup d'etat was only a matter of time. Unlikely heroes make an appearance. Amidst the chaos, an unheralded ray of light shone down upon the scene. A certain few individuals infiltrated the castle and slipped past the security of the Special Operations Unit. Moreover, they succeeded in meeting with Her Majesty the Queen, who was under house arrest at the time. I've refrained from writing these individuals' names in deference to the Bracers Guild's request, but suffice it to say, the Guild itself, which has been in the dark due to regulations sanctioned by the Intelligence Division, was for the first time able to grasp the direness of the situation, thanks to information acquired by these nameless heroes. After being apprised of the chain of events, the Bracer Guild would become a central force of opposition to the Intelligence Division. Liberation of the Queen. The Bracer Guild rendezvoused with the estranged Royal Guard and set about liberating the Royal Villa through a joint operation carried out under the Veil of Night, and beginning with Her Highness Princess Claudia, succeeded in rescuing the hostages. Then, yesterday, using the tolling noon bell of the Grancel Cathedral as a cue, a rescue team primarily made up of Bracers and members of the Royal Guard pressed forward with a plan to storm the castle in a three-pronged attack from the air, land, and underground. As Rangers of the Royal Army under the command of the Intelligence Division fell upon the liberating group, a deadly battle with the Special Operations Unit erupted within the halls of Grancel Castle, and even spread to the lower levels. The struggle finally came to an end with the safe rescue of Her Majesty Queen Alicia. Around the same time, a unit of the Royal Army that had come within sight of the castle seized its advance after being persuaded to lay down arms by General Morgan, who had escaped from captivity and rushed to the royal city. The coup d'etat plan, which had been crafted by Richard and the Intelligence Division, had been without a doubt thwarted at the narrow brink of no return. Right, here we go. The face of this nameless paramilitary unit. As is evident from the information presented in this article, the ambitions of the Intelligence Division were not shattered by the strength of a lone hero, but the combined courage of a host of unnamed individuals who, in the end, wielded the strength necessary to bring down the curtains on this intricate scheme. It has been rumoured that a number of civilians stood shoulder to shoulder with the ranks of the Royal Guard embracing this endeavour. During this final struggle, the forces gathered together on the Liberator's side were, in fact, put in a situation where many would agree was insufficient in terms of strength to combat its foe. However, it was the courage of these civilians that compensated for their deficiency. As a reporter caught up in the mix, I was also one of those individuals who found themselves being borne up by this incredible energy. Among those who gave me the strength to carry on were two junior bracers in particular, to whom I owe a special debt of gratitude. But without them, penning these articles would have been an impossibility. As we come to the end of these tumultuous events, I am once again overcome with feelings of reverence and thankfulness. The two individuals of whom I have spoken are scheduled to be awarded with their long-awaited status by the Bracer Guild at any moment. That kind of just tells everyone who I am, because they could just look probably in some records somewhere and say, so who are the two newest bracers? Oh, so those the two did it. Not very nameless when you write it like that. That's how things like media and all that gets around it a little bit. They basically give you all the information you need to find out. It's just... Forgive my use of the following space for a personal message in consideration of the heroes who saved Liberal Kingdom. My highest congratulations to the both of you, and if you're ever in the mood for a curry, it's on me. And Society. Royal Guard has been reinstated, as it should be. The Royal Guard, which had been branded as terrorists and forced underground, has had its honour restored. The Army Strategic Operations Headquarters also decided today that the Royal Guard will be officially reinstated, and is expected the First Lieutenant Schwartz and all of her fellow officers will be returning to their former unit. General Morgan promoted as well. The coup d'etat plan was carried out by a division of the military that should have served as a protective shield to the public. The Royal Army itself, unable to forestall this serious incident despite the threat it posed to the nation, will refocus its prime objective on restructuring and reorganising in order to prevent such future tragedies. To head that movement, the Royal Assembly has already proposed the leadership be awarded to General Morgan. The Royal Army has shown signs that it will comply with these demands, and General Morgan is expected to accede to the office of Commander of Strategic Operations. In addition, it was announced that former Colonel Cassius Bright, who acted as the General's right hand during the 100 Days War, will be making a return, this time as an adjunct to the Commander. The former Colonel had, after the war, resigned from his post and transferred his considerable talents to the Bracer Guild. Society! Now here we go, this is the foreshadowing kind of stuff, right? Mystery at the Tetracyclic Towers. We saw 4 towers of different colours. And then they went down. Something tells me something happened, yeah? Yesterday afternoon, numerous reports came in from all over the kingdom in witness to a mysterious light. It has been said that a beam of light shone from the tops of the Tetracyclic Towers. We are presently awaiting an investigation into the matter, as no further details are known this time. That was a big read. Well, we still haven't found Chloe, so probably best to find her next. If she's not in there, where the hell's Chloe? Right, the rest area is really close right now. Still haven't found Chloe. Still haven't found Chloe. Still haven't found Chloe. Chloe. Rest area's up there, right? Well, the rest area's over there, isn't it? Where are you, Chloe? Thanks for the story, Mastodon. No problem. Chloe! I don't want to accidentally walk in the rest area. The rest area is down and to the right, so I should be able to walk along this street fine. All I need to do is find Chloe. Where the hell are you, Chloe? I didn't even realise there wasn't upstairs. That's Professor Albert when you need him. Oh, he's gone too. And I thought if she's here with all these school friends, I'd have at least seen the school friends by now, right? Do you know what? Maybe they're all hanging out at the airship. Ah! Found ya! Only thanks to the chat. Thank you. So, Joshua! Oh, Chloe, there you are! Yeah, I'd heard that Jill and Hans were here, so I sneaked out of the castle and came to see them. Should you not act unprincessy? But of course. And I wanted to thank you too. You've been nothing but helpful at every turn. Us? Nah, it's totally all you. We've learned the whole bunch just from being around you. You taught us all about kindness and courtesy and strength of spirit and all that other junk. Junk. Well, it's actually junk. I'm so bad at this. What I'm trying to say is that that's what friends do. So believe me, no thanks are necessary. Estelle, I'm so glad to see you again. We've even got you here.
Ah, nice to see you. It's been a long time. Jill and Hans have become the capital school representatives.
Hi, Jill. Estelle, Joshua, Jill. Long time no see. I heard about your adventures from Chloe. Sounds like you guys have been busy. Ruby Knight Julius indeed. I am. Hey, Joshua. Hans, what brings you here? What brings me here? What brings me here? All this time and that's the first question out of your mouth? Do you know how lonely all my nights have been? Do you? I'll never forget of you, Joshua. I came running all this way to the capital to see you. But where's the princess outfit? Still the same as ever, I see. Damn straight. Looks like you've been through a lot, but you seem as full of energy as ever. Thankfully. Alright, next time you're in Ruin, be sure to stop by the school, okay? Oh god, I'm being pointed at areas. I would have already done that too! Why is there a job here now? What? I checked it! It said there were no new jobs! I would like someone to find and detain one blonde-haired, self-proclaimed musician wearing a white coat who is thought to be arrived in the royal city by Eventide today. Muller. I've already checked that out! I did something to trigger it. How are you supposed to... Hidden missions! At least I know who it means. Hi! Estelle! Joshua! It is the birthday celebration! What a waste it would be if we were not to enjoy it, no? Hey Joshua, I think he's the guy. Without question. I have it! Why don't you join me in a little afternoon delight? Just you, and I? Doesn't that sound divine? Come now, do say yes. I really feel like he should have been voiced like that. Funny you asked. We were just talking to this guy who asked us the same thing, and we said we have this friend whom you would probably just love to talk to. Did you really now? Honest to goodness? Absolutely. Would you like us to introduce him to you? I would most love that. Please lead the way. Why are we back at the Bracer Guild? Oh, don't get your neckerchief in a knot. El Nan's calling over our guest, you see. Yes. The interested party has been successfully contacted and should be arriving here shortly. Imagine she simply cannot bear waiting for the opportunity to meet me. Tell me, have I made this kitten's acquaintance before, or is this to be our first meowing? Oh, I believe the kitten knows you and really wants to see you. Kitten's in Grancel. Perhaps it is Shara, or perhaps even Kana, or Annalise. No, I must not discount the possibility it might be Mayor Maybell, or maybe even dear sweet Lila. Surely it's not Princess Claudia or Tita. Well, let's just say that you've got one hell of an imagination. And also, FBI, open up. Bang. It seems that our guest is already here. Is she now? My dearest, come in. That kind of welcome, who am I to refuse? What? Looks like you've done what I asked then. I appreciate it. About the Erebonian embassy, I thank you. That's not necessary. Whereas Olivier was really eager to oblige you. I don't remember being present at that discussion. Does that mean that you're the kitten who wished to see me? What are you smoking? The Royal Majesty of the Queen directly invited you to tonight's banquet, so I'm not about to tell you can't go. But I know you, and I know you're going to get into trouble if you're not properly chaperoned. So I'm keeping a close eye on you until dinner time, and you're going to like it. Estelle Joshua, you tricked me! Don't blame your bad hearing on us. You were the one who decided it was a woman. We never said a word. And also, you seem into the other sex as well, to be fair. Now then, evening swiftly approaches. There's a lot of paper to fill out, and you're going to do it. So let's get back to the embassy, shall we? Oh no! Well, case closed, I guess. Since that concludes your investigation, allow me to give you your rightful reward. Your proper bracelet notebooks are not yet ready, so I'd like for you to note this in your junior one. Not a problem, embassy mission is done. Total BP ended up 350. Whatever. I feel a little guilty about this request, but okay. Now, why don't we get back to the birthday celebration? Sounds good. And once we checked everything out, we can go to the rest area in the Eastern Bloc. I think we're done, aren't we? Well, not to dampen the mood of this joyous festival, but I have further news. Specifically, I've learned a few things about Jester. Oh, that! That's the corpse Second Lieutenant Lawrence belonged to before joining the Intelligence Division, correct? Indeed. They were a small team that primarily operated from a small autonomous state on the outskirts of Erebonia. They were quite skilled, as they'd have to be, to call themselves a Jaeger Corps. But about 6 months ago, the entire group vanished. The entire group? You mean everyone? Were they, wiped out in some border skirmish? No, there are no records of them being in a battle at the time. In total, over 100 people disappeared, and not a soul knows what happened to them. Yowza, that's creepy. That timetable overlaps with Lawrence joining the Intelligence Division. Are the two events related? We're investigating that. We might find out more from the Royal Army, actually. And there's one more thing. It sounds like the plans for a member of the Royal Family, or the Imperial Family, to attend the birthday celebrations were cancelled. The only Erebonian representative at the ceremony will be a simple ambassador, much like in previous years. Okay, weren't they supposed to be a marriage candidate for Chloe or something? Yeah, an arranged marriage to help cement Duke Dinan's ascendancy? The Queen herself put a stop to marriage talks, from what I've heard. I suppose that's why the Royal Family cancelled their visit altogether. Yeah, right. Anyway, with that job done, I don't think there's anything else to hand in, right? Royal Army will be out and forth, yeah. No more to hand in. I think we talked to literally everyone. We got an extra mission. It's time to go and end the game, if it is the end. You've waited a long time since that final fight, but in a game so story heavy, you kind of expected this kind of epilogue sequence, didn't you? So the rest area then. I'm guessing it means this right here. Okay, we finally made it to the rest area. You look pretty tired. You want to sit down and take a break for a little bit? Let's stop and rest a bit. Oh, so I wouldn't have even I accidentally gone here, I'd have been fine. Phew, walking over the place like that can really take it out of you. Glad we can get off our feet for a minute then. For the moment at least, Grancel seems like it's genuinely at peace. You really think so? I'm just so glad that we can leave it all up to Dan and everyone else, at least for today. And of course, I really think it should be his responsibility to begin with, since he showed up so late. Yeah, I suppose so. Maybe it's just a part of his nature. Oh well, it's not like we can do anything about it. Well, check us out. We're actually full bracers now. Which means we're not beholden to any specific branch and can go wherever we want. Anytime a branch is short-handed and requests help, we'll just take an airline to get there. But our newfound freedom will also mean greater responsibilities. Sure, but I think we'll be able to handle it. I mean, hey, we actually played a major part in stopping a coup. And it means I'll never have to hear Dad going on about how it worries him when we're all not around to keep an eye on me. Yeah, I think his days of saying that are at an end. You really showed him what you can do. Still, I think I'd like to stay with you from now. Huh? Oh, would I just get on your nerves? No, nothing like that. What do you mean by stay with me? Just that we know each other so well, and we can practically read each other's minds. Wait, I think we make a good team, and I'd hate to bring it up. Oh, you mean like for bracer business? And here I was thinking you were going to tell me your big confession or something. What? Ah! Nothing! Forget I said anything! Estelle, what was that all... Boy, it sure is hot out today, huh? And there's nothing to beat hot weather like ice cream, huh? I'll even treat. See you wait right here. Oh. I don't think there's an ice cream stand over that way. I wonder if she... Nah, there's no way. My, but I do envy you your youth sometimes. Ah, there's Professor Alba. I couldn't find him. Thank you for the cheer, by the way. Professor Alba. It's been a long time since we last met, hasn't it? So much has happened lately, but things are finally settling down again. People truly thrive the most in peaceful times. Oh, is something the matter? You look a bit pale. I would have thought you'd generally be in better spirits now that you've attained senior bracer status. Speaking of which, I truly must congratulate you on your success. So long as, of course, I'm not being too forward in doing so. Ever since we first met, you always made me really uncomfortable. I'm a little more used to you now, but I still get the shakes a little bit whenever you look at me. Oh? And in all the cases we dealt with, there have been people who just forget things. You're always there investigating, no matter where we've gone. Your timing's almost a little too good. What really clued me in was Kurt's reaction. He lost his memories too. He said he wasn't feeling so well when he was in the stands, and you were right there with him. Professor Alba, was it you? Impressive. Even with your cognizance and recollection being puppeteered, you were still able to piece it all together. Indeed, it was I. Allow me to clear away your confusion. Oh! You're... So you finally remember me, do you? When your heart was in tatters, it was I who rebuilt it. I who restored it. It was I who poured a soul back into that empty vessel. You have the power to twist the minds and memories of men. The 7 Snake Apostles, the Angries. You're one of them. Weissmann, the Faceless. I've not heard that name pass your lips in ages. Enforcer, number 13. The Black Fang, Joshua Astray. You behind all of this, which means that Lieutenant Lawrence has to be... It is as you surmise. I was kind enough not to erase your memories of him. I'm not surprised you were able to make the connection so quickly. I'm sure he'd be pleased to know you were thinking of him. So, you're here to finish me off? No, nothing of the sort. The first phase of our plan went off without a hitch. Since I've a moment to spare, I simply thought I'd come to see you. First phase? The seal in the old ruins? The gate, which blocks the path to the ring. Wrenching it open was but the first step of many. And already, there exists no means of closing it again. I knew this wouldn't be the end of it. What the hell is the Shining Ring? And what is your little society after? If you really wish to know, why don't you rejoin? I'm certain that you'd be able to return to active duty in no time. You needn't look so glum. We can get you back into fighting form. Please spare me your withering looks. I do understand that you have a family now, whom you regard as important. You greatly admire your father, to say nothing of the girl you so adore. Even with him on our side, throwing those gifts away would be the actions of an idiot. And so I've come here to see you. I came to offer you true freedom from our association, as thanks to the integral role you so perfectly played. Which means that I must congratulate you, Joshua. You're already a free man. I am most grateful for the work that you've done over the past 5 years.
What?
Oh, don't be so boring. I was expecting a bit more cheer out of you in hearing such news. Perhaps there's a flaw in the design of your emotions. I've been helping you? What kind of bullshit are you expecting me to swallow? Oh, pardon me. I completely forgot to tell you. I never intended you to be an assassin, but rather a spy. What? The society abandoned you. We played on the pities of a noble-hearted man and it worked. You were given a loving home. And while you were there, our contacts would check in on you from time to time, and you tell them everything. We were particularly interested in your reports on the movements of the Bracer Guild, as well as your intel on one Cassius Bright. But of course, you wouldn't remember having done things such as that. You were not yourself at that time. Cassius Bright, S-ranked Bracer. He was the foremost impediment to the success of this plan. We felt certain he would be quick to act in order to stop any coup d'etat that should occur. But through a detailed analysis of his behavioural patterns, we finally devised a plan that would lead him out of the country and out of our way. The intel you've unknowingly been feeding us has been most useful indeed. No. And so, I must thank you again. The past 5 years have been of inestimable help. No, you're lying! You have to be lying! All that time, I spent with Estelle. Why are you so sad? Has your feigned ignorance not earned you a beloved family as well as a happy home? If you say nothing, they will never know. However, it is the sort of thing that might weigh heavily on a fellow, since your fellow members of the Bright household are such good people. Perhaps a little too good for a monster such as yourself. However much you may model your behaviour after a normal, decent person, you are no such thing. You must surely have noticed your ability to reason through and execute a solution to a problem, no matter the circumstances. Your physical strength and reflexes, better than an entire squadron of normal soldiers. You're my greatest creation, my human weapon. That is who and what you truly are, the Black Fang. You have no place in the lives of normal people. You'll never be happy in their presence again. You can't be. When it becomes too much for you, you're always welcome to return to the Grandmaster's Society of Souls, back to our Ouroboros. Is this my punishment? My sister? And lo, what do I do? I don't know how to face him after all that, but I've kept him waiting for way too long. It's getting late too. I'm such an idiot. I need to learn to think before I open my mouth. I wonder if Joshua's figured me out. Gotta cool down. I feel like I'm stuck in perma blush mode. Ah, Estelle, I thought I might find you around here somewhere. Hi, Professor Alba. Fancy seeing you here. Haha, indeed. I was actually just speaking with Joshua. Congratulations on your promotion to senior bracer status. Thanks. Is something wrong? I don't know. Something just seems different about you. What's got you looking so cheerful? Okay, you've got me. To tell the truth, I've made several major advances in my archaeological research. You might say this put me in a good mood. Hey, that's awesome! Oh, sorry. The ice cream's gonna melt, so I better get going. I'll see you later. I see. Cassius Bright's daughter. I think she's going to be quite a lot of fun. Hey, sorry it took so long. It was super crowded there, but I've returned with our valuable loot. Cool, thanks. Now we can eat like kings. Yeah. So about earlier. Yeah, I want to apologise for that. I didn't mean to be so vague. It just wasn't an appropriate time for confessions, you know? Oh, sure. I didn't really mind so much. Well, when I gave it some thought, it seemed kind of silly to try and rush things. We may be senior bracers now, but that just means that we have different work to focus on. We might have to really consider our future prospects. Right. If we get married, we'll have to think about raising children. I've got to stop getting so far ahead of myself. Well, it's evening already, so why don't we eat our ice cream on the way back? Everyone's probably waiting for us. Hey, Joshua. What is it? Did you have something you wanted to discuss about the future? No, that... What would give you that idea? Come on, let's get back to the castle. What's wrong, Estelle? You've been completely on edge for a while now. Something on your mind? Yeah. Hey, Shara, did you think Joshua was acting weird at dinner? If anyone was acting weird, I'd say it was you. He was as calm as he ever is. Well, yeah, but... Aha! I see, I get it. Get what? You can't keep secrets from me. I had a feeling about it, but I was wondering if you'd ever admit it to yourself. You're kind of falling for Joshua, aren't you? You can tell. It's pretty obvious. Sorry, hun. But I'm guessing you haven't told him anything about this. No. Joshua's always picking on me, telling me what a dope I am. Not that I should be criticizing anyone, I guess. You're so naive. It's a wonder how you've lasted this long. You need to learn to look a bit deeper. Big sister is ready to begin your education in love, Estelle. I'm never asking you for advice again. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tease. But you guys set out just when puberty was about to hit. So only logical that you start picking up on feelings for each other. Oh, you think so? Traveling together just seems like such a petty reason for that kind of thing. I guess I've gotten a little more self-aware since we started all this. This isn't like me at all! The proverbial flower that refuses to blossom. Every girl feels that way. Shara, I don't want to lecture you or talk about this with you if you're not ready. But if you are, then what say we have ourselves some gold talk, Would it help if I told your fortune? Yeah, okay. I promise I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Okay. Alright, time for your lesson, my protege. Oh, Estelle, big sister is moved to tears. On second thoughts, never mind. But thank you. I do feel a little better. I'm going to go see Joshua for a little bit. Oh, you're going to tell him? Not about that. There really does seem to be something weird going on with him. I want to see what that's about first. Well, you do seem to know him better than anyone else. I'm sure that everything will turn out just fine between you two. Maybe you can even just have a nice, calm discussion with him and be open about what's on your mind. I don't think I'm quite that ready yet. Okay, I'll see you later. Young love. They'll probably be fine. What card did she draw? That's what the interesting thing for me would be. Huh? They're not here. Oh yeah, Dad's still in some meeting, I think. Where's Joshua? Joshua? He's out playing somewhere then. Oh no, you're gonna make me find him, are you? Well, I know where I'm going. Oh wait, we're on this side? Okay. Hi, Olivier. Oh, it is young Joshua's performance, is it not? I didn't play by the lake, but this is not mere playing. It's the weaving of melody, the chisel of a sculptor or brush of a painter. He's been practicing, I surmise. He did play a lot when he was a kid. He played other songs, but this was the one he'd always come back to. Was it now? It's quite a surprise to hear Joshua play such a delicately beautiful yet obscure song. There are few enough Imperials who still remember it, much less the Burlians. Wait, so it's an Erebonian song? Indeed, the Whereabouts of Light. A very old Erebonian melody. A perennial favourite of the country folk, in fact. Wow, I had no idea. Well, we learned a bit about the song there. And more the fact that itself was a massive tidbit itself. Are you over here, Joshua? What? You're not here? Over here, then. Hey, Estelle. Nice night, isn't it? Yeah. There's that song again. The Whereabouts of Light. I've lost a lot. But this song and this harmonica have always been with me. I've been thinking about why I play it. Maybe it's a habit I should quit. I think I want to tell you what I was doing before I met you. Joshua? Okay. This may take a while. Do you mind? Not at all. I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Thank you. Once upon a time, there lived a little boy all by himself. He was the timid sort, relying on the kindness of others without a single redeeming trait. But he had other people, or he had people he cared about with him, so he was happy. But one day something happened that broke his heart. He forgot how to speak, to feel, even to eat. All he could do was play his harmonica. No matter how hard his caretaker tried, nothing helped his heart to mend, and he grew weaker by the day. One day, a wandering magician appeared before the boy. "I will heal the boy's heart for you," he said, "provided, of course, I am compensated." And so the boy was given over into the magician's care. As he attempted to piece the broken heart back together, the magician found that he could shape the boy's existence into anything he wished, and so the boy's new heart became that of a murderer. For 2 years, the boy killed every single day. Under cover of night, he murdered dozens of soldiers. He slit the throat of a national cabinet minister who was under heavily armed guard, sometimes used explosives which maimed and killed innocent bystanders. At some point, he became regarded as something more than a mere killer. He was known as the Black Fang, and their name struck fear into the hearts of men. One day, the magician gave the boy an assassination order. His target was a hero, a man who had protected his queen and nation from the threat of an invading northern country. He was a bracer who held a special rank shared only by 3 others in the entire land. But the target was too strong. He defeated the boy with all the ease of a tiger swatting at a playful cub. At that moment, some of the magician's servants showed up. Since the boy's face had been seen, he was now a loose end to be tied up. But someone came to his aid and drove the attackers away. It was, of course, the man he had come to kill. And so, the boy. The boy was taken to the man's house, where he met a young girl. He lived there for 5 years, always feeling like he was lost in some wonderful dream. In the real world, he would never be allowed to have such dreams, but all dreams must end at some point. The time was drawing near when reality could be avoided no longer. And that's the end of my story. Thank you for being patient with me and listening. Was all that real? Every syllable. My heart is broken. My hands will always be stained with blood. I failed in the assassination of your father. I've been betraying you for a long time. The boy can't be saved from his real purpose. His presence alone seems to bring disaster and misery. He's just tainted. But the boy set out on a journey, in hopes that he may keep his misfortunes from the ones he holds dear. He will find and stop the foul magician who created the life he has led. What? That's the last remnant of my human heart. I won't be needing it anymore, but I want you to take it. It's hardly an adequate way to thank you for the last 5 years, yet I can't think of anything better. Up it. What? I said stop it! Stop talking about it like it's a dream. You make it sound like nothing that's happened was even real to you. What difference does the past make? Your heart is broken? What does that even mean? Estelle. Look at me. Look into my eyes. They've always seen that boy. In good times and bad. No matter how much the boy was hurting, I always saw how hard he'd keep holding on. Joshua, I love you. You can't just leave me on my own. My feelings won't just go away when you do. I won't let you. Estelle. Huh? Oh. Joshua. What was that? It's so bitter. It's just a fast-acting sedative. Don't worry, there are no side effects. Oh. Why? Why did you... My Estelle, you shine like the sun. My time with you was the happiest and the most painful I've ever known. Just as the brightest light casts the darkest shadow. If you stayed with me, you'd find out just how disgusting my true nature is. Sometimes, I think it would have been better if we'd never met. No! But this time, it's different. I'm grateful that you came to see me. I hate that I have to run from a girl that's so important to me. But it's all I can do. But I want you to know that I'll always be thinking of you. Joshua. Joshua. Thank you. For everything. You had me from the first moment I met you. I've always loved you. Goodbye, Estelle. And so ends The Legend of Heroes. Trails in the Sky. Soy no Kiseki. Cool, that's an ending set for next game, isn't it? The tone really just go 180. That was great. And I'm just excited to be moving on to the second chapter now, in a sense. Well, those storylines, we essentially got started with a very prologue, if you know what I mean. We're done with that. And now we move on and find out what's really going on in Liberal. Imagine having to wait 4 years for the sequel after this ending. That's the glory of playing good games. That was the end, yes. This is the credits-ish, it seems. Indeed it is. What a great game. It's just like a standalone as well. And what a great setup to continue on as well. We've got second chapter literally lying straight up, so we are going to continue straight with it. At least on the Twitch. The YouTube, you'll have to wait a day after all. To build to that relationship, to have it actually the love you moment, the confession as well, be what ends it. The sedative-laden kiss. There's so many plot threads going through this, and there's still like a fair bit that hasn't been revealed yet. There's still a lot of things that have kind of expressly said that haven't been full-on revealed yet. Professor Albert as the evil villain. Who'd have guessed from the very first moment we met him, you know? When you meet mysterious people deep in towers that are just there and then they act like, oh, I need help getting out of here. Bullcrap. Took us a bit to get up there. You must be stronger than us. I just realised Becca's put a bloody spider up there and I just saw it. There's so many characters that still have things about them. Like, for example, a little wandering minstrel who is babysat by high society. Or more, not high society, is part of high society. There was supposed to be someone there, and is babysat by the military of that country. It just makes you wonder what we're going to actually like learn further as we go at this point. How the characters are going to develop from here. Will we see characters again? Will Zin go back to Calvard? Will he stay? Where do we go from here? First chapter complete, yeah. Thank you for the cheers. How could you give a sedative via kiss without affecting him? You take the antidote. Is most likely what's already going on. So that leaves us with the first game. I'm guessing it's going to ask me to save a clear file now. There's so many things going on in the background too. Wouldn't surprise me if there's not a scene right now. Nope, just a fin. Alright then. So that leads us on to our next game. Second chapter is soon to begin. I hope you've enjoyed the build-up to get to this point. I feel like there's no point in, like, reviewing what happened in the game, considering, of course, the game's plot is literally going to straight on continue. So with that said, I hope you've enjoyed Trails in the Sky thus far. Get ready for the next 2 chapters, as it were, to come along in the future. Join me for the next Let's Play, and I'll see you around for that. Have a great one. Bye-bye.